Hey everybody, this is Jen. I thought I'd do a quick video update of the sabbatical garden and the issues you can kind of run into that you need to be aware of if you're letting your garden rest for a year. You might have some things that you have to watch out for so that your garden does not become a complete, utter disaster for the following year. And one of those things is the highly invasive weeds that can come in, and if you don't make sure that you keep a check on them the following year, it's going to be almost impossible to keep them out of your garden. So this year, this is our sabbatical rest, and so yeah, there's a lot of stuff growing in the garden that grows wild, and then we have some volunteers of some seeds of stuff that came from crops that were grown last year, and then of course we have all of our perennials that come up year after year. But I wanted to show you this space over here. This is my rose garden area, and can you see the roses in it? We have one right there. That is the Neil Diamond Rose, and then over here they're looking in really rough shape because we have Japanese beetles. And Japanese beetles love roses, amongst other things. But there's a rose there. Then over here, I just cleared out this area a little bit. This is kind of what I wanted to show you. I have a rose right here. It's a copper rose. And about 5 minutes ago, you couldn't see this thing. It looked, well, let me show you. See all that right there? I just pulled that off of this rose here. This stuff here, I've talked about it in another video. These vines, this is a highly invasive plant. It is called black bindweed, and let me tell you, it lives up to its name. Look at how it's wrapping around the milkweed there. It strangles things. It just covers everything. You can just see it everywhere here. So the black bindweed, you want to rip that out as soon as possible. You can see how it's flowering. You want to try to rip this out before it goes to seed because it gets carried by the birds and things, and so it just gets everywhere. So yeah, this is one plant you want to rip out of your gardens as soon as possible. The other one is this one right here. I've talked about before, but I didn't remember the name. This is motherwort. And then motherwort, when it goes to seed, looks like this. It's really pretty. The bees and other pollinators like it, but it will take over your garden, and it is actually a toxic, poisonous plant. So you want to pull that out. And then there's another plant here that can be invasive. This one here, the little pink flowers. This is called Ladyfinger. And again, the pollinators love it. When it goes to flower, it's a beautiful plant. But you want to keep an eye on that one as well, that it does not take over your garden. But the two that I would worry about the most is the motherwort and then the black bindweed. And then also, I'll see if I can find some for you. I don't worry too much about the lamb's quarter. I have it growing everywhere, but that's easy enough to control. That pulls out very easily. Here's another one. I did cut some of it, but it's not done. Actually, there's the two plants I want to show you right here. So the one is wild grape. It's absolutely useless. We tried letting it grow just to see if it would produce grapes, and it doesn't. It's just a vine that, like the bindweed, will strangle everything. And the same with this guy here. This is deadly nightshade. And I can't remember exactly which variety of deadly nightshade this is. But yeah, that's another one that will just grow and strangle everything. And it's a very toxic plant. So those are the weeds you want to watch out for in your garden space, especially if you're letting your land rest. Make sure that you're pulling out the bindweed. That's horrible stuff. I mean, the grass, the grass can be invasive. We all know that grass is not generally a welcome sight in your garden. But compared to those other two, grass is pretty easy to get rid of. You know, even if you have the cracked grass and stuff like I do, compared to those other invasive weeds I showed you, grass is easy to get rid of. So just thought I'd share that with you because like I said, in this garden we have a lot of stuff that grows in the wild that's coming up. Here's some more ladyfinger, but that is really easy to pull up, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's what's going on in the garden. It's a wonderful, beautiful day, and I have a lot of weeds to pull, so I need to get to it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.